I think I've got it working now. Oh, I can't believe it did that to me. There we are. I think we're back. Sorry about that. Trying out some new things. Right, did we get past the... Oh, now it's the middle of the night again. Just what I wanted. Put a new VR cover on, so it's nice and padded, but it just feels like it's further away from my face. Oh, I forgot to press the button. Never mind. I don't even know how long this job is. I'm assuming it's a short job. I was trying this map thing, but it literally is just a map background, so it's kind of rubbish. So I might take that off actually, because it's a bit bright at night. I thought, is that actually going to give me a coloured background that moves? Clearly not, it's just a static background. I've got to remember where my buttons are. Just going to check the stream if I can. Supposedly streaming anyway. I know chat's working. It's a miracle. Right. Let's gather some speed, shall we? So fuel-wise, we've got 517. We've got 398 miles to go. Looking a little smoother. I didn't check to see whether ATS was updated to 1.35. I'm assuming it is, because if it is, it should make things a little bit smoother. And let me check my IPD, because I think I may have knocked that. Ooh, that's a little high. That'll do. Hey, son of God. Is it really that bad for you in VR? Have you tried something like ATS or ETS even? Just to see whether something that's a little bit slower paced is good for you? Hey Jonathan, how you doing? Yeah, this is it. I mean, VR isn't going to be for everybody, you know. Some people will love it, some people will hate it. You know, I'm somewhere in the middle personally. I mean, I can get along with VR. And as good as the experience is, it's still there's always something you can pick in terms of an issue. So, you know, whether it's resolution, whether it's field of view, you know, things like that. There's always something that detracts for me. Yeah, you could do double. Get yourself a triple in 1 point. But I was looking, there's a lot smoother in the Vive. I used to see quite a bit of judder on vehicles moving by right by there, and that is a lot less. So at least I've configured something differently, but I haven't touched anything, so I'm assuming it's the update. Which means I may need to try some other VR settings and see if it will help overall. So how are you all doing on this Saturday morning? Well, for those that are in the UK anyway. It depends on your graphics card and what outputs you've got. Oh god, that didn't look like I want to slow down. Ideally, you want to have either 3 HDMI outputs or 3 DisplayPort outputs. So number one would be check your graphics card and what outputs it has and how many it has. And really then, if that's the card you're planning to do your double or triple, then you want to make sure your monitors are compatible. If you're thinking, I'll change the graphics card, then you might want to do a bit of research into what card you want to get and what ports it's got. Well, ideally you don't want to be mixing monitors in terms of sizes. I would look at 1 HDMI and 1 DisplayPort if you have to do it. But personally, if you're going to go double, sorry, it's a 32-inch and 19-inch. I would probably have 2 32s, personally. Depends what you want to do. I mean, if it's to have the game on both screens, then go for 2 screens exactly the same size. If it's just one to have gaming screen, one to have a screen for just a display, you know, like a dash display or something, then you can do separate size screens. It's fine. But it's much easier to configure and get working if you're using screens that are the same size. I've not actually used separate size screens before, but everything that I've read points to it's either nigh on impossible or it's just too difficult to get working correctly. But make sure that the monitors that you have cover both DisplayPort and HDMI. I mean, most monitors these days comes with both. You'll have at least 1 HDMI and 1 DisplayPort. That way then it's not an issue for you. I mean, that's the problem I had when I had my... this is my second 1080 Ti graphics card. The first one I had, which was an MSI 1080 Ti, it was great for single screen use, not a problem, and when I bought the card I wasn't planning on going triple screens. But when I decided to go triple screens and I bought my screens, I couldn't use the 144 Hz at any time, because for me to do triple screens at 144, I had to have 3 display ports. However, the graphics card I bought was 2 HDMI, 2 display port, and I was like, oh, I can't do it, I haven't got enough displays. So I could use it in triple screen because I could use 1 HDMI, 2 display ports, or the other way round, but I could only run it at 60 Hz. Now for my streaming, it's streamed at 60 Hz anyway, but if I'm gaming when I'm not streaming, I tend to put it on 144 Hz and run the maximum I can. So I was losing that, and the whole point of me for going triple screen and G-Sync monitors was to be able to use the 144 Hz at some point. So just make sure that what you're buying does exactly what you need. Personally, if I was buying new monitors, I would make sure it has at least 1 display port and 1 HDMI. That gives you some flexibility, because if you change your graphics card in the future, at least you know your monitor is going to work either way. Hey Dreamer, not playing on console, we're playing on PC. So we've got another 4 hours 31, 233 miles to go. Yeah, that sat-nav thing over there is really doing my head in, so when we stop I'll just quit into the menu and we'll take that background off because it's just completely pointless. I'm using a 9900K with a 1080 Ti. I'll definitely be doing ETS2 multiplayer on Tuesday. As for single player, that's just as and when, depending on how I feel. You know, there's so many different games, driving games I want to be playing, so I just do what takes my fancy, to be honest, as and when. But at least the multiplayer aspect is like it's pre-booked in Tuesday every week around 8:30 UK time. Do we go for it? Oh, let's give it a go. Something coming in the distance. Oh, I've got 1.35, sorry, I didn't realise that's what you meant. 1.35 is already down for ETS. I just wasn't sure whether ATS was updated as well, but because when it loaded I didn't check, to be honest. I wasn't paying attention. What do you need to have? It depends. I mean, you don't need to have an all-singing, all-dancing PC to be able to play these games. And it depends whether you want to be playing on VR, triple screens, or single screen. So, if you're looking for a single screen setup, and you don't want to be, you know, throwing money left, right, and centre, I would say something like a 2600 Ryzen 2600 CPU, motherboard, 16 gig of RAM, probably 1 terabyte hard drive, SSD ideally, but you can always go for a smaller SSD and a mechanical hard drive. 650 watt PSU, any case you're after. Graphics card, I would probably spec something like an RTX 2060 minimum. and that should be good for 1080p gaming on a single screen for sure. So it's 2:07 in the morning. Ooh, what was the distance? Still got 3 hours. Right, let's get the old cruise control on, shall we? This is feeling a lot better. You know, moving around. Sorry if this is making you feel a bit weird, but I'm just testing the movement. Yeah, feels a lot nicer on the screens now. Supposedly there's a weighbridge somewhere, but I can't see the damn thing. Oh, that's here. Follow those tracks. Come on, guys, move. No, well, you can't see my hands because this is VR, so all you're seeing is what I'm seeing on my screens. Hey Jasper, one thing you've got to be careful of with VR is if you try pushing the graphics in certain games, then it's going to cause the headset to run from its ideal setting. Now, depending on the headset you've got, you may need 90 Hz, you may need 80 Hz in the form of the Rift S. And what will happen basically, like, if you're taxing the headset too much, so rather than running at 90, which will give you smooth frames, it'll half the frames, say to 40, 45. By doing so, it makes it easier to run, but with some games that can cause the motion not to be so natural, and it can cause you to feel sick. So remember not to run the maximum settings, notch it down a little bit, make sure what you see on the screens is smooth. Like, you know, make sure when you're moving your head everything is fine, there's no blurring, there's no judder, because if you're getting that judder, if you're getting the blurring of the graphics because you're just pushing it too much, that's part of what's going to make you feel sick. So like with this game now, if I don't run ETS or ATS properly, and you know, the game is juddering, you know, cars moving by aren't coming towards me smoothly or away from me smoothly, it can feel a little bit jarring and make you feel a little bit sickly. So sometimes it's not just VR itself, it's because you're trying to push and make the game look even better. What you got to remember is in VR, it's not going to be like running on a monitor. 9 times out of 10, you're having to notch the graphics down from where you would be running on, say, a 1080p monitor still, to get the game to play smooth in VR. You know, remember that on a single monitor, it's just the one screen. In VR, you may have 2 tiny little screens on your face, and that's a lot of processing power. So use something like, I think there's a frames per second app you can get on Steam, which will go onto the desktop, which will also go into VR, so it'll let you know whether you're running at your 90 frames per second. And if you're not, then you can go, oh, hold on a minute, that could be the reason why I'm feeling a little bit sick. So I would download that. I think it's the one I have. I think was a paid app. It was relatively cheap anyway, but I've used it quite a few times. Anytime I go into a game and I'm not 100% sure that I've got it worked out correctly, I'll load the app in, and at the bottom all I do is look down and there will be a little display and it'll show me what my GPU and my CPU is doing, how taxed they are. It'll show me the resolution. I can adjust the resolution from inside the app or inside the head unit. And you can tweak it a little bit and, you know, work out your performance settings and work out whether it's, you know, the VR resolution do you need to adjust. Maybe you've got too much super sampling on, or do you need to actually adjust the in-game settings to compensate. It's a matter of finding the right balance per game. Hey Dan, welcome back. Sorry about the mic earlier, guys, because I was trying to configure a new profile, but the mic wouldn't configure afterwards, it would seem. So I've had to delete the profile and move back to an old profile for now, and I'll have another look at it. It was really weird, because even the new profile, the mic had vanished off it. Sorry, even the old profile, the mic had vanished. So I think it's because I did a Windows update. I've my PC updated to Windows 1903 today, so it was probably that update that's throwing all my input settings off. So keep an eye on your PCs, guys. You may find your settings thrown off by the 1903 update. But it seems to be working fine, the Windows update. I've had no issues so far other than that, really. Man, time's flowing quick, isn't it? That was 2 hours, nearly 3 hours in game. It's 4:47. Yeah, the Rift S, it's a good little headset. I mean, I would certainly recommend it for anybody who hasn't got VR. I'm personally going to wait. I'm going to see what the Valve Index is like. So I'm waiting for reviews for when that's released. The one I'm really tempted by at the moment is the HP Reverb because of the high resolution panels it's got. But you're talking, you know, 570 quid for a headset. But it's supposed to be one of the best when it comes to sim gaming through VR. Yeah, Google Earth is surprising what that's like, you know, just to be able to stand at a certain point and walk around and see certain places in VR. It's very nice, and it works well. Gladly, the sun will be coming out. This is the one thing one of the big differences in this particular game is nighttime in something like a Rift S. Because the Vive uses OLED panels, and that's part of the problem. With OLED panels, the spacing between the actual subpixels is where you can see the screen door effect. With something like LCD panels, like in the Rift S, that effect is kind of alleviated because the pixels are so close together and the subpixels. However, because it's an LCD panel, blacks aren't brilliant, and in this game, in the Vive, it really does feel like nighttime. Whereas in something like a Rift S, it's more of a deep blackish grey colour rather than a true black. Oh, don't slow down. So that's one of the big differences I noticed. The Rift just wasn't able to produce the blacks, and to be honest, I think most of the head units now are going away from OLED panels, so until an OLED panel can really do tight subpixel placements, I think probably moving forward it is going to be more LCD panels, and I'm just going to have to bite the bullet on that one and accept that it's going to be one of the things that's needed for now to get better image quality overall in terms of resolution. I was going to go for it, but we lost speed and he's speeding up by the feel of it. Are we going to try? There's a bend. I'm going to back off a little bit. No, don't slow down. Hopefully he doesn't turn. But we're going to have to anyway. Oh, that was close. It is good just to be able to turn your head. Oh, and be able to see what's coming at you. Can't be too far off now, can we? 16 minutes away. That looks so good over there. Try refreshing YouTube just to make sure it's not a YouTube issue. I've had issues with YouTube last night. Let me know if a refresh helps at all. Shouldn't be jumping, but no, my luck, something else is probably... Anybody else having issues with the stream? Is it playing smoothly or is it jumping? Although I got an idea what could be happening, but no. Yeah, my CPU load is 50%, my GPU load is 50%. Hey Gareth, how you doing? Yeah, I got a feeling it could be YouTube. Usually just refresh is perfectly fine. That map is terrible to look at with all that green on it, because it's... I thought somebody found a way to map in a proper background. On the back of somewhere. Right, where am I turning? I think there's another turning down there, so we'll... Yeah, we can't go down there because there's markers. Wait, no, we weren't turning at the turning, we were turning back there. That's not good. Uh-oh. This is going to be tight. Let me reverse, please. Yeah, let's just scrape the back end. Yeah, I didn't want to come in that way, that's the problem. Oh, how did I do that? That was weird. Kind of cocked this up from the beginning, unfortunately. Let's try and bring this in a little bit and straighten it up. Nope, not going to leave it messy. Ugh. Oh, that's going to be better. Let's do... Right, I need to do profile. That one. Get shot. Oh, that's what I was going to try, wasn't it? Let's have a look. Maybe not. Now see, this doesn't seem to be updated at all. Actually, does it tell you? Oh no, it won't be updated to 1.35, is it? Because obviously I'm in VR. Ha ha! I just realised. VR always comes like 2-3 weeks later, so no, this is still 1.34 VR beta. Ah, interesting. So we have to wait a little bit longer. So we're still using the old one. That's weird. But it's running smoother. I must have changed something that's made it smoother. I wonder if the updates help make it smoother then. The Windows update. I can't remember if I'm using my old trailer or not. I'm not. Yeah, let's go with that. Wait a minute. How the hell are the jobs? Ah, maybe that's what that download did. I didn't realize that. An 18-hour trek. That would be quite nice. Right, but we're here, so let's have a look. What do we got? Let's try that for a laugh, see what that does. Collect. Not quite sure where though. Right, let's have a look down here, shall we? Nice. Yeah, that sat-nav looks way better like that. Oh, not making very quick time here, are we? Let's have a look anyway. 4 hours, 239. Ooh. Might need a bit of fuel. Right, so 225, 4 hours 23. Got to keep an eye out for fuel, as we've only got 179 litres on board. Might be enough to get there. Yeah, I'm gonna need to wait for the 1.35 VR update. I'm hoping that does bring quite a good or a significant change to VR playing with ATS and ETS. Because any frames per second hike is always going to be welcome on VR. You're running out of fuel. Yep, sure am. What's coming up? There's a green dot. Oh, fuel, I hope. Alright, let's watch that rear end. Ow. That was probably the microphone I just headbutted. It's all looking pretty good round here. Don't think I've driven through the centre of wherever we are. Can't remember now. Does it say? No. Of course it doesn't. That'll be too easy. So 157, 3 hours and 5. That's the one. Oregon. Never remember their American places. It is indeed. It's very green. Yeah, it's Oregon because we're traveling across Oregon, going from right into the middle, I think it is. Can't remember where in Oregon. Doing this, we can bypass it. Good. Hopefully they'll be turning off. Nope. Obviously the one in front won't. I would have thought he would though, but he didn't. He got bypassed as well. It's, I like the Oregon map. That and the California coast. It's really nice. No. What did you slow down for? Ah, we're turning right anyway. We are trying to motor on down anyway. So what are we on? Down to 2 hours and 9. 108 miles remaining. We've got plenty of fuel this time. Yeah, I'm just kind of hopeful that when the 1.35 VR option drops, any frames per second increase then we can put to enhancing the visuals of the game. You know, if I can get the resolution up a little bit higher and have the same experience, I'll be happy, because it'll be nice and sharp then. Well, sharper anyway. It's still not the same as running on a default something like Rift S compared to what I've got now. This is an original Vive, so you know, yes, I can do more super sampling, but really I'm still not going to get past the screen door effect. I'm happy to play the waiting game for now. On paper, the HP Reverb is obviously the better headset to go for because of the high resolution panels, but I may just end up getting that by the sounds of it. Oh yeah, but that's nothing compared to what's in the original Rift and the Vive. You know, with the Rift S, yes, if you look for it, you'll notice it. Whereas if you just concentrate on your game, it's neither here or there, you know. Whereas in a Vive, you know, I'm playing the game now, and yeah, I don't have to look for it. It is there wherever I look, and it's on everything. The sky's not so bad for me, but things like details on trucks, buildings, you can make it out quite easy, which is disappointing. But it's just the way the early VR was. I mean, it's still impressive to experience, even in something like an Oculus CV1 or a Vive. You know, I tried the Rift S because it wouldn't work with my PC too well. I was like, nah, I don't want to be messing around. I don't want to wait for firmware updates to fix it. I'm just going to send it back. And for me, it's overall, I don't think it was a significant change for me. Now, if I didn't have VR before, if I didn't have an existing VR headset to use, probably would have kept it quite easily. But seeing as I got this, I want something that's going to give me that wow factor again. So for me, it's either going to be the Valve headset or the HP Reverb, and I must admit the Reverb is very high on the list at the moment. I would kind of go around them, but the 60 limit, you can guarantee if I try overtaking, they're just going to have cars coming at me. Playing a Hoey. Put the old cruise control on higher. I definitely need a really strong cup of coffee. How many miles to go? I'll have a look now. That was rather close. 12 minutes, 6 miles. Just down the road. And that's the good thing about VR. I mean, you know, I can judge distances quite well on triples, but it's not the same as VR. One that wakes me up for the rest of the day. Hello there, Miss Nomad, how you doing? But in my case, it's probably going to be loads of really weak coffee, but it's not as if I can really drink coffee in VR. It's kind of impossible, really, without a straw. That's just not the same. Come on. Oh, I don't have the granules. It'll either, I've got a choice of either instant, because I'm that bored and I just want to have a quick cup of coffee, or I would have an espresso, but yeah. I won't be having one while I've got the VR headset on. It's just kind of pointless. An espresso aren't bad though. Quite nice. Making me want one now. Could do with a nice strong espresso. Can't be too far away. Oh, there it is, coming up on the map now. Oh, that was a bit close. Well, I'm glad he said truck. Right then. It's kind of really sickly to do in VR, but nope. It's not that one. Come on, show the track. Ugh, God. Makes you want to hurl when you do that. Is it in there we're going? What, is that what you do? Brew a cup of coffee and then have it after 2 or 3 days? Can't say that's something I would be doing. Are we dropping it off in here? And if so, where exactly? before we get stuck on that wall, which is what we're about to do. I don't seem to spy the drop-off point. Because it's there. Ugh. Got one of these massive long trailer things. Yeah, whatever. Hold your horses. I cannot see the parking point in VR. This is going to be purely guesswork. Because I'm swearing that we're over the wrong side. Yeah. Definitely not going to do it that way. I think we're over that side. There's a wall by there. Let's be careful. Alright, so before you go any further, let's have a quick look. Right, we can see where it is. I think we're good to go. I still wish they'd give us a zoom function for these mirrors. DJ, how you doing? Right. Let's see if I can tuck it in a little bit more. I think I'm okay with that. I think I can get away with that one, can I? Nah, I've tried. Doesn't work in VR, that one. At least it hasn't done for me whenever I've tried it. Anyway, let's drop this off, shall we? See what else they've got, shall we? I've put this mod on. I thought it was just mod for trailers, but I think it's a mod for trailers and money, because look at this. 600 is that, I'm sure that says 651,000. But that's what? 26-hour run. Oh, that's a nice one. I think I'm happy with that. Let's go down into California, shall we? Hey, Toxic. Multiplayer is Tuesday evenings, around 8:30 p.m. All right, and let's find the trailer. Not a clue. I thought it was a mod for skins. What if there's skins on these things? I can't see them. Oh, that's the one. We got to get it out of there. You kidding me, right? Oh my god. This is not going to be fun. This is going to be a royal pain in the backside now. I don't think it's going to let me just take it out that way. Because this thing is huge. Uh-oh. Trouble. The damn tree's in the way. I thought I was gonna get it then. Don't think I'm gonna be able to do this one. That was the curb, I believe. That should do. Ah, what is that happening all the time? I'm hitting something. Right, we're finally out. Nathan, what are you up to? We can try and keep chat clean, please. Regulars. Oh. Certainly not the type of comments I'm after. But I just go the wrong way? Because we're going to go up, right, across, back down. Jonathan, I'm in VR. There is no cockpit camera. What you see is what I see. Technical, I have no idea what you're on about. Broken down bus. Whoa, don't break. That was not good timing. How are we doing for 479 miles, 10 hours? Should be nice and easy. 934 litres. That's the only thing where, when I was using the Rift S, things like the dash I could read quite easily just in the normal seating position. Unfortunately with the Vive, because the screen door, I have to lean in just to get a little bit extra clarity. Super sampling will help. Nah, this is American Truck Sim. Definitely do not want to go off the edge here. I mean, check that out. Eek. That's trouble. I wonder if I went off there, would I be able to get back on? And if so, how? Thank you very much. I do try to do some variation, do try to at least keep it somewhat entertaining. Unfortunately, you know, the only way the channel is going to be more entertaining is by having people who are actively talking on the channel, because, you know, there's only so much I can say. Hello Ray, what do you mean by try it? Let's put the old cruise control a little bit higher. Nah, I've been off there once before. It wasn't fun. Certainly not doing it with this lump on the back. That was good timing. It has happened. The AI has a tendency to slip up now and again, so maybe a car will come out or maybe in front of you and just decide to slam on the brakes, which is like, great, we can bypass the weighbridge, don't have to worry about that. Make some good time. So ooh, definitely when we're supposed to be doing 45 and we're doing 70. But something I have specified before, that I think they should have the AI either creating or having accidents more. You know, so where maybe one car will rear-end another in front of you by accident, or, you know, or, as you say, a car pull out and cause an accident. You know, because at the moment it's very much plain old drive from point A to point B, and there isn't a lot happening else otherwise. I mean, even if they felt, oh, having an accident like that's not something they want to be promoting, but maybe even it just causes the traffic to slow down suddenly. ABCT, hello, how you doing? Welcome. What do we got down over there? Got a bit of everything over there, haven't they? Definitely got some good views around here. Yeah, hopefully they're not too far away with the VR 1.35 update. I will be looking forward. So maybe what, a week or two would be nice. Right, cruise control back on. Let's have a look around whilst the truck does the rest. Nope, flashing him and beeping my horn doesn't get him out of the way. Oh, now he's breaking. Trouble! He was plastered straight into the front of that. Ah well, it sucks to be in that car. Too right. I think he's dead. Just a little bit. That's the random bit of the AI. They, you know, straight road, nothing in front of him, but he decides to put on the anchors. I've got no way of slowing down with that. I mean, granted, I was close to him, but still. That did look good, though. Oh, crap. Oh, well. Now we can have a real close-up hello to his maker. That was pretty bad, though. Not as bad enough when I hit him on the rear end, and then the truck came from the opposite direction and smashed straight into him. Oh. No, it's good. I can stop and make a proper pit stop. Don't need no bottle. I'm good. $336 miles, 7 hours and 5. Making some good time, actually. 7 hours and 3. Ooh, it's a red light. I wasn't paying attention. And another one. Ah, well. It's dead. We'll go through. We'll take the fine. Right, I'm gonna honestly now. I'm gonna try and behave. Look at the size of that trailer, it's huge. Oh, he's not going to start weaving, is he? Whoa, my VR just took a weird head reset. Well, just to make sure the headset's recentered. That was weird. Got to adjust the button for that though, because it takes a picture every time I recenter the headset. I think I need to lower the truck sound, and because the traffic seems quite low in volume. No, it's pretty good actually. Making sure that you've got a nice breathable VR mask is nice. I mean, if the day was hot, I mean, gladly, it's quite cool where I am, so... But I do run a fan if it gets a bit warm. But at the moment, no. I've got no fan on, just running the VR. I've got a Vive, but the face mask is something that I just got off eBay and modded with some Velcro tape. It's not really designed for the Vive, but it's like, what's the best way to... Obviously it's not a leatherette, but it's kind of like that material, but it's got little pinholes in it to let it breathe. Where's my buttons? By here somewhere. So 5% damage. I can live with that. Nothing on the trailer anyway, which is what matters. Well, the goods, I mean. The trailer's only got one. Only time I get motion sick is when I play Dirt Rally. Whew, then I feel sick. But then that's because, you know, you're up, down, left, right, rolling over, and yeah, usually about half an hour to an hour in Dirt Rally, and I probably need about 3 hours to recover after it. But most of the games, you know, any driving simulator, perfectly fine. Elite Dangerous I've been fine in. I haven't really done a flight sim, but I've got X-Plane, but I fancy getting into X-Plane, but it just doesn't look good on the Vive headset. That might get me feeling sick. I did play a little bit of X-Plane whilst I had the Rift S. It was pretty good. I was quite impressed of how well it run. Yeah, whatever, copper. Do you get motion sick a lot, or is it just certain games? Well, you mean just using VR? I tend to do at least 2 to 3 hour streams when I do trucking. But I don't stop because, you know, the VR's making me sick or anything. I stop because usually 2 to 3 hours and it's lunchtime or just nice to take a break. Could do longer, but sometimes you just want to do something different. We are motoring. Oof, they're slowing down. Well, I don't know why. Ah, that'll be why. That lane's coming to an end. Ah, we got to stop at the weighbridge. That's surprising. Is it only iRacing you use for VR, or is there any other games you play? Come on, let me out. Too late now anyway. Have you tried VR on all of them? I was quite impressed with VR in Race Room. It ran rather well. But of course they got Dirt Rally 2.0 coming in with VR. It would be really nice if Codemasters turned around and said they were going to bring in VR into Formula 1 2019. But I wouldn't hold my breath, not with Codemasters, because they're a law unto themselves. But it would be really nice if they said, you know what, this year we're going to do VR Formula 1. Because, you know, you try Formula 1 cars and things like a set of course and you think, yeah, this is definitely worth doing VR for. Whoa. Get. Are you using the original face mask for the headset? I wonder if there's an aftermarket one that would be better for you. I mean, when I store my VR headset, it's usually tucked in, under the stairs, which is in a cupboard. It gets quite cool. So when I first put it on, yes, it can fog up, but usually put it on, use it for like 5-10 minutes, it'll fog up. If the fog doesn't clear fully, you know, just get a cloth, wipe the lens down. Usually after that, it has no problem. Like today, I've put it on, didn't fog up at all. You know, and it's because these units get hot. You know, the panels that are in these headsets, they do get warm. And of course the moisture from your eyes and what have you. I mean, how long have you had your headset as well? Well, I've never tried an Oculus, not an Oculus. I never tried the Odyssey. I'm assuming it's a Velcro fitment. I mean, for the first mod I ever did for the Vive, there were, you know, the sleep masks. You could get sleep masks, and you would just buy one of those. Make sure it was a material-based one, maybe like a gel pad one. And you could buy those, you know, for a couple of quid would get you maybe 5 or something, you know. And you'd buy them, and you'd make sure it fits the VR itself. But then what you did was cut out the gasket, so to speak. So it's another way of getting the VR headset closer to your face. It's one of the early mods that you would do to a Vive. And of course, because it was material, it stuck to the other half of the Velcro that was on the Vive head unit. That was one way of being able to test whether it works. It was of course the material didn't last long, but it was cheap, you know, so, you know, if you needed more, you just spent another couple of quid and had another few VR face masks coming through. But I would definitely look to see if there's any aftermarket. There probably is, to be honest. It'll be surprising if there wasn't anything. Because you've got to remember, at the end of the day, you're wearing a face mask for a period of time. It's going to soak up some moisture. So what you might want to do is even just take the one off that you have. If you can clean it, clean it. Put it in an airing cupboard or somewhere, or on a radiator to dry thoroughly. Cool. Into San Francisco. Wonder if we get to go over the bridge. I'm guessing that's a yes. Why is it always really sunny when I come this way? What? What did I get trailer damage on? Suck. Some good views though. Don't think it should be that close to the shoreline though, not with all that on it. Oh wow. Oh, that looks cool. That was really cool. Especially with the sun shining through as well. And a helicopter flying along in the distance. What is that road network? Jeez, going over there somewhere. I want to take this a bit wide so I don't cut everybody up. Awesome speeding, it's what I do. Oh, it's getting into night time. Let's get some lights on. Keep an eye on that rear end. Ah, hit the wall. Gotta remember this has got a rather long trailer on the back. Right, let's have another look at this a second. Yeah, 4% damage on the goods, not good. $34 as well, so not too far away. Probably like 5 minutes away now, I would have thought. Be handy to put it in gear, wouldn't it? I've got a feeling parking this thing is going to be a royal pain. Hopefully it's to drive straight in, drop off, but why do I get a feeling it's not going to be that simple? God, getting up here is going to be a pain. Come on, go, 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 go. Keep this thing moving. This is cool, I've never been to this part before. This looks really good. Go, 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 go. Don't stop, don't stop, don't stop. Don't stop. Right, we should be on the right by here. Gotta take it really wide. Are you serious? We've got to park it in there? No. Like, this is going to be easy. Not. Oops, hit that trailer. Yeah, this thing doesn't really turn on a dime. I don't even think I've got enough angle there, do I? No, that's not going to go anywhere, is it? Let's have a look. Okay, unfortunately I can't get out and look at the other side of the truck, which is what I really need to do. Yeah, there's a trailer on that side, isn't there? Jesus, I forgot about that. Yeah, I'm gonna hit that trailer. There's not a lot of room in this one. Hello there, Nathan. I'm just not going to get that to turn in, am I? This thing's too big. Hold on, I'm not parking it in there though, am I? Idiot. Parking it over that side, am I? Do you know what? I wish I could get out of this. Well, I can't I? Right, I'm doing this because I need to have a look, and I can't really get out and go for a walk, so... Right, so... And there's a pillar there as well, which means we're going to be sticking out. So we can't go as far back as these guys. Right, okay. That's not going to swing in with that truck there, is it? have to get a more... Well, I said I like challenges. This is definitely one. What's your treat? I can't even get the thing straightened up the way I want. No, not enough room. Right, I've got an idea. I don't care if I don't get paid for this one, because it's practice at the end of the day. Right, hold on. Mirrors, where are they? It's not that one, it's that one. And I can't see anything out of that mirror now anyway, so that's kind of pointless. Probably overcooking it, but I have got no way of telling. Oh. There's the little marker. Well, I honestly didn't think I was going to get that in, but it took a little bit of thinking and planning, and we got there, which is nice. But we probably wrecked it because we banged the crap out of it. Yeah, 43,000 that cost me. Ouch. Another 12-hour trip. Oh, I might do that one actually. 4 hours. I must be a glutton for punishment, I tell you. Right, hold on, brakes. No, we're not lined up. I should do. Right. $541. 600. Alright, definitely need to stop for fuel. Oh, that one. Watch the rear end. Probably not the best trailers to be taken. They're quite large and kind of cumbersome. Right, so keep an eye out for the nearest fuel stop now. That's the next mission. I was kind of tempted to go straight on and get the fuel, but it's not like we're going to run out of fuel anytime soon, so we'll risk it and wait for the next stop, I think. Didn't fancy going completely out of my way. So 11 hours 58, and it's 2200 hours. Right, cruise control on, let's crack on. English only in chat if you're please. Truck appeared from nowhere. Mainly because I can't read other languages, so it's kind of pointless. Santa Maria. Okay, let's kind of watch it, getting a little fast. Trailer's feeling a little bit wobbly, to say the least. Whoa! Don't know where I'm getting the trailer damage from though. Must be a low trailer, so I gotta go slow or something. Oh god, that was close. I think we managed to get it in. Buttons there. Right, we is out and on. Uh-oh. Well, we might have made it, I don't know. Let's go. 9 hours 41, 475 miles. Definitely good for crunching the motorway miles. I like this. Out on the highways. 55 limit, cruising at 70. Shooting star or something. What did the trailer damage come from? I don't get it. There was nothing there. Time is 2:10, so about 3-4 a.m. it'll start to get lighter. I was going to think about looking for a place to sleep, but there's not much point now. To bypass that one. Happy days. Got 5% damage to the goods. Guess I'm gonna have to repair the trailer. Something's going on with that. Actually, it's not even my trailer, so there's no point in repairing it. Weird. Oops. Nearly. Hey Dream, how you doing? Yeah, whatever. It would be nice to have more people watching and have more people interacting, but hey, you know, I don't get to pick and choose who watches what and when and why, unfortunately, so it is what it is. Maybe one day it'll grow more, but until then, I'm just going to keep on doing what I'm doing. I can't be... Ooh, hold on. I can't be one of those ones who just talks and talks and talks. I'd have nothing to say after a while. No, anyway, anybody's welcome to join and, you know, chat away. That's the whole point at the end of the day. You know, if people have questions about the rig, if they got questions about the game, you know, if I'll know the answer, I'll certainly help, and if I don't, then I'll certainly try and point them in the right direction as well, you know. It's all around sharing. You know, the way I look at it is, I would have been sat here playing this game anyway, so this is why I stream it. You know, and if people want to watch, if people want to talk, it's up to them. Can't make them. Right, you are where I... well, I'm thinking about going, but... looks like it's the old Tesla, isn't it? I say old Tesla. It's relatively new, really. So 5 hours 46, 282 miles. Oh, it will do. It's starting to get lighter now. Yeah, that's 4:03, so about 4:30 you'll notice a big difference. Whoa, downhill. If we can coast most of this. I can see the sky starting to get lighter already. Hey, hiccups. Come on, move it. You would have thought, you know, truck behind you flashing his lights, beeping his horn. Let's just get out of the way. Nah, it's just really just to earn the money. Build up your trucking empire. Maybe we've got 500,000 at the moment, so we might look at getting a couple of drivers. Get the money ticket in. I should have some already, I'm sure of it. Yeah, we're aiming to go for aim for about 1 million. Once we get about 1 million, then it's worth getting some drivers and some trucks going. And what I'd like to do is change this truck, go for something kind of meaty, you know, something big and powerful, really. I mean, this has been good so far, though. It's done most of the jobs. I haven't played GTA 5 in a long time. Kind of a single player guy on GTA. I'm not into the multiplayer aspect of it. Oh dear, 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 dear. That was close. Oh, come on, guys. So where are we? 4 hours 26. 5 o'clock. It's starting to get later now. Thank God. Nah, I've got the gas. We're fine. We've got 916 litres on board. We got more than enough to do the job. Right, back down onto this highway, I guess. Right, let's see if we can get some speed on down here, shall we? Oh, didn't want to do that. Put that up to about 70, I think. Get some cruising going. Oh, I got an itchy nose. Ah, not good in VR. Sun's looking mighty bright. That's all I can do is explain. Can't exactly put a camera on and show, unfortunately. With 3 hours and 7 minutes, 154 miles. Yeah, it won't be too long on this one. If you want to see what the setup is, you're just better off looking at another video. So my Dirt Rally 2 video yesterday, have a look at that, that'll show the setup. I should actually do like a setup tour, but I just can't be bothered. It's a lot of work just to show a rig. And it is just a hunk of metal at the end of the day. It's not very interesting, but... while I'm in VR, I can't really do anything other than play VR. Kind of limits what I can do. It's good the way you can... Behind you, it's nice and dark and behind the pillar, but move out and it's like, it's really bright. And now I've got an itchy eye. Well, that's ATS for you, really. You know, it is mainly highways, and then you'll hit a city somewhere, and then it's a highway again. But this is why I prefer doing Oregon and California, because the roads there aren't too bad. You get a couple of twisties. There's a bit of scenery going on. Whereas at the moment, because we're going further down now, it's getting to just the longer highways. However, speeds tend to be faster on ATS the majority of the time, so it doesn't take too long to traverse from one side to the other. Oh, I have no idea. There's a... It's scaled, so it's nowhere near full size, obviously. I wish... In some ways I do wish it was full size, so, you know, you had a full size city. Maybe one day they will, you know, maybe they'll do it like we'll map a city, put it in there. It'd be great if they could base it on Google Maps or something, but yeah. Kind of computing power for that. I don't think we're anywhere near for that yet. I'd have no idea, sorry, it's not something I've looked at. What you got to remember as well is ETS, ATS, they all run with mods as well. It's very rare that somebody will just play the base game. If you've got access to Steam, you could always have a look there. It'll tell you the download size. It's not something I've looked at in a long time, so I wouldn't know. And again, being stuck in VR, no way of finding out. That was close. Yeah, it's an add-on. So again, that's using OVR drop that allows me to copy the YouTube screen or the YouTube chat screen into VR, so I can view whatever comments are coming through, if any. That sun right in front of me is really getting on my nerves. Well, I'll be quitting at some point because I'll be going off and having some food and having a drink and taking a break. Well, you know, if you're losing interest, you know, that's what the other channels are for. You know, as I say, I've come on, I'll do my game. It's up to people if they want to watch. You don't have to watch. No one's forcing you. $27 minutes remaining, so we're about, what, 10 minutes out? Okay. Time to turn off. Right, it would seem that that trailer really doesn't like going up those ramps because I keep getting damage. You gotta be kidding me, not in there, anywhere but there. That's not working, is it? Ouch. Uh-oh, now we're overcooking it. propeller. Gotta get this lined up. Okay. Ah, hit my brake. Hit my brake again. It doesn't want to turn, does it? This curb's going to do my head in. Well, I'm going to need to take that way much tighter. This thing's impossible to park. I think I'm just going to have to start the steering process. A little earlier. Nope, that's going to be in the way, isn't it? It doesn't. Oh my god, this is so frustrating. Because now it's overcooked. And I can't see how that went. But there. That is rather close. Need to get it off that wall if I can. Yeah. Well, this is a pain in the ass for me to park. Clearly failed at this one. Oh well, practice makes perfect, right? Thank God for that. Lost a shed load of money on that one. Yeah, 125 grand. Luckily, the bonuses came in to rescue me. So what are we on? 654,000. Bank. We could take a loan. Then we'd have to spend and get rid of that. Driver managers. I've got some. Garage. So I could buy another truck and yeah, let's do that. Who have we got? Boris. Then again, how much is that? 172,000. Hey Ofki, how you doing? I'm doing good. Is just messing around. I think I'm getting this truck actually. $220, 300. Ooh, what good is it? That's better. Hey, Wallace Gamer, how you doing? Engines, let's have a look, shall we? 610 gold. do the gearing first, shall we? That's an 18, 13. I think the one that was fitted was probably the best. What we've learnt from that one. And with that, I'm thinking we're probably better off just leaving on the 500. What are you two up to? Right, and internals, do we want to have a wooden dash or not? Probably not, to be honest. Man, I need to get some finishes on here. That looks pretty cool, actually. Considering. Ew. And what is that? Is that just a seafaring game or fishing game, or what does one do? I guess is the question. I have no idea what color I want to do here. Obviously not that. Ah, I see. It's got to be like a VR fishing game. I wonder what they're like. Again, resolution probably comes into play. Oh my god, there's a lot of options on this. Dynamic chrome. Eek. Choices, 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 choices. I don't know what to do. What's this? Oh my god, no. Okay. Oh, cool. They actually come with tyres as well. Why didn't they do that on the front? That's annoying. I'll escape, man. Thank you very much. What's this? Oh, that could put a rim on. That comes with tyres. Right, okay. What's that then? 2222 steel. Okay, oldest gamer, what are you doing? Hopefully he's not falling asleep at the keyboard and just hitting the same option all the time. Just checking, mind. Yeah, I haven't really looked into the mods, to be honest. It's I've updated the Jazzy Cats stuff and what have you. We've got some tyres. We'll throw on a tyre, I suppose. It doesn't look completely out of place. Okay, we'll leave that there, leave that there. Not quite sure what I'm doing. Oh, I don't want lights in them. Ugh. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, you know, if it's all happy days, then thanks very much, but I have no idea what he's doing. Right, that's there. What about this bumper? Well, certainly makes a change. Let's put it that way. Thank you. I don't want that. That's kind of like pointless. Mirrors, can't be bothered. Side mirrors. I think I'll just go for single because double are pointless in my view. That's no good. Passenger side, no. Something on the roof. We've already got horns there anyway. Right. You just go for, well, we might as well have that, innit? Okay, let's check the rear end out, shall we? Get out. Whatever that is. Chrome mud flaps, really? Well, it's not very... I was looking for something a little bit more on the rear end, but I think we'll leave it like that then. Right, internals. I think we're going to leave that as it is. I'm not going to put too much out. I hate clutter, to be honest. Well, can't really put a mug out, can you? I don't mind these radios, but these cables, I don't think they're animated, are they? They're kind of pointless. Oh, absolutely, I could. Right, that's pointless because that's not going to be working. And I don't think there's anything else really worth putting out anyway. Yeah, leave it. It's just... Quite a hefty purchase price. I'll drive this one. That should work. Right, did I just select the right option? Oh, the ones I had before didn't swing me, but it's just the mod I've got. Cool. Makes it a little bit more interesting to look at out there. It's rather fancy looking place, isn't it? I want to go down here and just have a look. It's going to be nosy. Skateboarders? Nah, it's just a garage at the back. Right, one thing I do want to try, options, profiles. Need to check. Mod manager. Added new sounds for the engines for the Caterpillar C15 stock. Or ISX. Okay. Take that one off because that could be interfering. Right. Let's have a quick check. This might be a bit of a tight squeeze. Take care, oldest gamer. Right then. What did I... Yes, I want to leave because I didn't want to park myself in there. I just realised I got to the wrong one. Bye. Service. Where are we? Wasn't that one? It was truck configurator. This is 1550. Just want to try different engines, so we get different sounds. So the only problem with doing it this way costs money each and every time. 600. Okay, I'm gonna do this until I find something that I like. Now, see, that's not it. That's the wrong button. I guess that is gonna be the one. We're gonna have a look now. I'm gonna make sure I haven't got anything that's in the wrong place. It's that crouch, whatever it is. This guy, Caterpillar. Ouch, sorry, that was the microphone. Let me just check what it works with. So this mod adds those engines and indicator sounds. Cummins 444, I14, N14, sorry. Caterpillar C15. So Cummins, Caterpillar C15 and 3. And let me make sure I don't have anything else that's going to interfere with that. Skins, add-ons, lights, realistic, bloom. Taking that one off. That should be fine. Jake brake sounds shouldn't really interfere. Unless this is interfering. I'll take that off just in case. Well, that makes you cross-eyed. Yeah, I've only downloaded a few quickly this morning before I jumped on, so I need to have a deeper look as to what's out there. Don't really know enough about mods for ATS. Maybe they're just all going to be the sound. Okay, so we got that. Think. Is there a truck manager? Go for that one. Nah, I'm not going to be on much longer myself now. I'm just going to get a truck going and test it out. I won't do multiplayer when I'm in VR because it gets me all over the shop, to be honest. It's hard enough trying to work it out in single player. Where are we? Seriously, that doesn't make any difference. Oh, that will do, I think. Why do I think this is going to mess up as well? We'll work through it. Let's have a look at the transmissions first before we do it. I think we'll leave it on the 18 because that seems to work really well, because anything else just goes bleh. You're supposed to have a particular one. That's what I'm trying to fathom out. Well, it doesn't look too bad for normal cargo. 4, 5, 30. Doesn't matter which way you go, does it? God damn it. It's a horrible colour. Ooh, yeehaw. Right, what are we doing? Leave that, I think. Oh my god, no. I didn't even see a 700, was there? No, see, mine only goes up to 610. What am I missing? I've got the 18 speed. But the 750, I don't have a 7750 though. So what's that all about? Maximum I've got is a 610. That was the wrong one. I haven't got any mods. You must be running a mod, mate. I've got nothing that allows me to go that kind of level. Oh, great. Doesn't have the same one. Oh. Yeah, well, I was thinking that. That's why I kept looking. I was like, I must be putting something on. Unless I haven't opened it up, which would be really weird. What? Not having that. A little bit weird. I'm not going to do shed loads to this. I just want to have a quick look. Yeah, I think I'll keep that painted. I prefer it. Right, let's have a look at this one. Otherwise, I'll have to look at engine mods then. Maybe I need to get an engine mod. Yeah, these are all sounding the same. Maybe I've got the wrong engine mod on. There's always a possibility. Oh, hold on, that was the wrong button. No. Configuration. Oh, see, max I got 610, 625. So doesn't even show that there's more to get. You're not running a mod then, are you? That gives you 700. So there's a Caterpillar straight pipe 625. Now, modify and put this really small engine on. I just want to see what it does. Well, that's awesome. There is no sound at all on that one. Well, we'll be using that one because that sucks. Shit. That one doesn't work at all. Ow. See if there's any really quick jobs. That's not quick. I can't even tell. No, it's over here, is it? It's by here. Got the wrong one. Right, we'll do freight. Big job. Get in gear. Yeah, I was kind of hoping I'd get a sound that was more meaty, throaty. I'll have a look after this and see if I can find something. Nope, that wasn't on. We're a bit too far over. Right, fuel should be okay. So we're only gonna do this quick job. I just wanted to test the engine at speed, but yeah, I think we're gonna have to look for engine mods. I mean, the sounds when you're braking and the air brakes and what have you, that's fine. It's just the actual engine itself. I'm trying. There's everybody in front of me. Only so far I can go. Are they like, you know, deep and throaty kind of sounds? Because that's the kind of thing I'm after. Clearly I haven't got the right one. assuming that was my neighbour's horn then. Because I've never heard my car horn. 20 minutes. Whoa. Seriously. I'm on the VR beta. Remember, there's a different version for VR. I don't think there's a 1.35 for VR. I'll have to double check. It's one thing I forgot to check when I started streaming. This thing's going to be a royal pain in the butt as well, isn't it? Nope, completely wrong. Try that again. No, too low. We're way too early for turning in. Oh God, what else have you downloaded? That was rather close. a little off. Oh, why does that happen? Because that's really sickening. How the devil am I going to get that parked in there? Because I can't get it to turn. Truck's too blooming long. Oh my god, that's a wrong view. Blech. Where's the switch? Well, that'll do. Seriously was a pain in the butt. Man, these are hard to park. Right, so let's have a look. Mortals. Idle engines. V6. Right then. Okay, so I'm going to take a break. We'll have a little bit of looking around at sound mods. I may actually come back to this because I want to try and experiment and try and get a better sounding truck at least. It's not a bad sound. It's just I wanted something a little bit meaty. Anyway, so don't know how long it'll be. Probably a good couple of hours whilst I have a dig around and rummage around. So keep an eye out. I'll be back at some point. So take care and bye for now.